Saints get ready to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran Matt Bryant set to rock and roll. And we are underway from the Superdome. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go! Let's go! On the bench. Line 59. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Let's screen. Team. Hatch it. 66. Bullet. Half. Let's go. So don't say no.
This is Alvin Kamara, who made the Pro Bowl in each of his first 2 NFL seasons. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Running with Kamara, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Mike 9. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Shift. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Delta.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Pull it together. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Here's Bridgewater. And he finds Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Check pass. Slam. 164,
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
I got you, son. Watch out.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Now Kamara. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That's all you got,
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Hey, let's get this.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
The Saints spent a third-round pick on Traquan Smith out of UCF in 2018, and what a thrilling season for him. He was the guy that caught the pass from Drew Brees that moved him past Peyton Manning to become the all-time leading passer in NFL history.
Get the ball. Tight dog.
They'll run. This is Kamara. Desmond Trufant there making the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
All day. Check.
Bridgewater now. Steps away to his left, and it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
I'm coming after you. No. Jack. Wide. Get wide. Any weapon.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about... yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check three, check three, check three. Spot.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Ryan gets it off to Freeman. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out.
Tuesday. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, exit. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Right here, right here. And we're going 37. Hey, sprint clear. Check.
From the shotgun, Ryan. This is brought in by Hardy. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta.
Justin Hardy's sort of an undersized guy at 5'10", but he runs physical and he runs tough. In fact, his teammates call him the Wolf because of his special teams play. How about that play right there? Nice job picking up the 1st down.
Watch the shot. Check the hot read. Check the
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 15 yards, 1st down, Atlanta.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. 59, ready. Mike 25. Let's get it. And we're going 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Mike 37. All day, just like that. Just like that.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down. On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Charlie. 37's the Mike. Mike, let him go. Let's go, D. Hey, South. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch the run. Watch the run. Check. Hey, Haywood.
They snap it at 1. Now Ryan. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Cameron Jordan has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked.
Hey, go. Here we go. Here we go. 30 seconds to mark. Gun. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Get out.
Another try after the first down sack. Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. To throw is Ryan. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. A hat tip to P.J. Williams there defensively, making sure that one didn't find its target.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
I'm coming after you. Alert flare.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Third and long for Bridgewater. This is caught. It's close. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Give him 30 yards there. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. A 10th carry for Kamara. It's the Pro Bowl corner, Aqib Talib there to stop him. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch twist. Kill. Zoom. Go.
Bridgewater. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Check 25.
On third down, Bridgewater. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Trayvon Smith. Incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
Seventh play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's complete to Cooks. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And Lutz puts this one through. And they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
Short kick. One of the up middle taken down. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run. Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 44, Bridgewater. He's got Smith here. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Saints, first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Let's go. 59. Hey, Tanks, it's a 6. Check. 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 Crunch.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that
he's got a man complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. 79 yards. As they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Well, we've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
You go off. Nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Check, check, check.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The Falcons and Saints, they aren't strangers to one another. That's no secret. They were founded 1 year apart back in the 60s. Their first meeting in 1967. And neither franchise had much success through the 70s and 80s, but boy, has that changed in recent memory. And the Falcons holding the all-time series advantage 52-48. And one of the more memorable matchups, certainly between the two teams, September of 2006. It was a reopening of the Superdome following the devastation from Hurricane Katrina the year prior. The Saints winning that one 23-3. And now they meet here in this one as part of the NFL 100 series. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. SOS, 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 SOS. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Kamara. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
Get that quarterback. Okay. Switch. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's been a good one so far, just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just 1 fourth-quarter comeback for the QB. From the 44, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Kill, turn up, switch, rest.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
Watch the twist. He's coming. He's getting weapon. Let it go.
Well, this is caught by Ginn. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. Throwing, Bridgewater. He'll let it fly in the direct. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Check. Lucky. Go. Slam. 66. Bullet. Half. Rush in. Leo. Check 24.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check 13. Showing it. Check 26. Watch the ship.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
2nd and 11 at the 14-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On the ground, this is Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Y'all playing the wrong football. Watch the eye.
They'll run it with Kamara, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that might just seal the deal here. It makes it a 2-score game with not a lot of time on the clock. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And thee coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Hey, express. Smooth.
Here's Ryan. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a 1st after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
Check 52.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Saints. 1st down.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New Orleans, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.